Welcome back to the channel, folks. We're diving into some pretty exciting gaming news this week, and your boy Twisted gotta ask, did you catch all the gaming news that dropped this week? Well, I got you. I gotta get you good folks ready for the mysterious South of Midnight, a game that's sure to haunt your dreams, and some fresh Xbox Game Pass updates that'll keep your library stacked. Let's break it all down. Even though the last few days have been somewhat drowned by all the Nintendo skyrocket game pricing news, but for Xbox, South of Midnight is a huge deal because it's part of their commitment to delivering a fresh, unique experience, especially with their Xbox Game Pass, which months and even a couple years of speculation, Xbox been moving away from the console wars. They're gonna need games like this to bolster their subscriptions for Game Pass, because at this moment in time, the way the landscape of gaming, at least for them, is, and it's sad to say because I grew up with Xbox was my way of being introduced to gaming, but man, Microsoft/Xbox, they're not putting their umph in the consoles, I guess, war anymore, and people have been speculating that Xbox may end up becoming more of a publisher. But anyway, South of Midnight's eerie beauty and its promise of a deep, mysterious narrative makes it one of the most anticipated titles in Xbox's lineup. It's something that's poised to not just turn heads, but make players excited to dive into a world where the unknown constantly lurks around every corner, and a possible another reason to own an Xbox console. And with Compulsion Games Resume, who are the developers for this new title, South of Midnight should indeed be a good one to not only draw you in with the detailed story following the main character named Hazel, who appears to inherit some magic that we all will use to kick some demon butt. So with this one being one of Xbox's biggest exclusives coming to Game Pass this week, will you give this a shot? Is this a sign that Xbox is moving in the right direction? Let me know your opinions in the comment section, because I can't really say. I don't really know. Descenders next is sliding in for an April 9th, 2025 launch, and it's bringing all the thrills you can handle. Or can you? Because come on now, we all suck going down mountains, but whether you're shredding mountains on a wishful bike, because yeah, there's no mountain bikes in this game yet. Like, what are the devs doing? Carving through the snow on a snowboard or trying your hand at mountain boarding, this game is all about pushing your limits with insane stunts, breathtaking landscapes, and jaw-dropping speed. Get ready for some big multiplayer races with up to 12 players, generated tracks that keep the action fresh, and deeper rider control that lets you pull off even crazier tricks. And add to that a dynamic soundtrack from Monster Cat, and you've got a game that will keep you coming back for more. Descenders next will be available on Xbox Game Pass at launch for both Xbox consoles and PC. So if you're a subscriber, you can dive right into the action at no extra cost. Alright, let's drift away from all the Xbox info. This week in gaming is definitely interesting because on April 5th, there was a tweet circling the web of Twitter, which folks, you gotta be careful out here with misinformation. That tweet put out there that Fortnite was gonna get a movie adaptation, which honestly, that would be epic, but Epic Games CEO Mr. Tim Sweeney responded to the rumor stating it was false, and I guess the reason why that probably even got so much attention is speculation in the beginning. It was probably because of how successful the Minecraft movie it was. As weird as that sound, and maybe even how weird the movie looked, it was a pretty successful adaptation, which apparently right now Minecraft has taken the title as the highest opening weekend ever for a video game. Love it, hate it, dislike it, whatever. But going back to Fortnite, it's one of the biggest and most successful battle royale games ever created. So I can see why, because I mean, who wouldn't want to try something like this with the movie? Simply though, what's your thoughts and how would that even work? Who would be the main character in the Fortnite movie? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Now I'm gonna start this last one here with a question for you guys. Is Schedule One the best drug dealer game in the last 5 years? Let me know, and if you're feeling froggy, go ahead and debate each other in the comments about it, because Schedule One is slated to get a new game update, adding some bougie stuff, including paintings and weirdly some new lamps and a father-like clock as well, and some shelves to store, I'll assume, more products for your upcoming drug empires. It seems you'll be able to buy these items from a pawn shop and a boutique store. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't wait to see Mr. Queso possibly buy these items. Apparently, this will be the game's 6th post-launch update, which to me is not bad, and it seems for such a very small indie game / developer. As far as I know and have seen, the game was legit developed by a single game studio. This new title is pushing boundaries that not every game has to look visually amazing, not every game has to have a big budget to be successful, and most of all, not every game has to be 70 to 80 bucks for it to be, I guess, considered a great selling point for investors. But what we need in the gaming industry is just people who simply enjoy making games, and people who actually care about putting out a product that people can actually enjoy. The world of gaming is moving at an incredible pace with new releases and updates, always popping up left and right. It's so easy to get lost, but that's why I'm here, folks, to help you stay up to date on the latest and greatest form of entertainment in the world of gaming.